Good afternoon. This is Diane, DNF Properties. I went to another webinar this week today, or actually today, at the My Board, and it is about sewer laterals. What is a sewer lateral? That is the pipe that goes from your home to the sewer street. The sewer lateral has two sections. One section is the upper lateral, and the other section is the lower lateral. Some cities in the Bay Area have the owner responsible for both the upper and the lower. The lower is usually the upper goes from your home, usually on the other side of the foundation, all the way to the street line. And then the other to the property line, at the end of the property line. The other lower part goes from the property line to the middle of wherever the sewer is in the street. So there's two parts. City of San Jose is responsible right now for the lower part, and the city and the homeowner is responsible for the upper part. Other cities in the Bay Area, some of them are the homeowner is responsible for everything. Like in Morgan Hill, where the ordinance is right now, the homeowner has to pay for it all the way to the sewer line, which is usually in the middle of the street. So what is happening to all these sewers? These sewers are really old. We've had houses built from way back when. Our sewer infrastructure is aging. A lot of the pipes are breaking because of trees, usually because of tree roots. Most of them are made out of clay. When you have an older home in the 60s or older, you're going to have clay pipes. Those pipes do become brittle with time, even though they can last forever. So trees go in, they find a little crack, the tree roots go in there and cause problems. The other problem too is the expansion of soil and the movement of soil in the rains that can cause the pipes to crack. So because it's very expensive to replace, the city doesn't have money to do all this. They're placing the cost on the homeowner. City of Morgan Hill in Santa Clara County is the only city right now that requires it to be a point of sale. We're not there yet in the other cities, but usually when one city in a county does something, the others do follow suit. In the East Bay, there are lots of cities that require it as a point of sale. Castro Valley and Oakland and Piedmont Hills, there's a lot of them that do require the sewer lateral. In other parts in Santa Cruz County, there's a lot of cities there that also require it. I will be getting a list from the presenter today with all the cities in the Bay Area that require this sewer lateral as part of the point of sale, as part of a transaction, or those that don't. And I'll be happy to share that with you if anyone wants that information. So going on further on the importance of this, most homes have cleanouts. A lot of the older homes only have one cleanout. And the cleanout's usually just on the other side of your foundation, the first cleanout, and then you've got the other cleanout out by the street. Cities now require to have two cleanouts. So if you only have one cleanout and you have to do repairs on your sewer lateral, you're going to have to put in that second cleanout closer to the property line. So a lot of times your cleanouts are buried by landscapers, so it's really important to make sure those cleanouts are visible at all times. If a plumber needs to reach it or somebody needs to go do some work on the sewer, it is available. The cleanouts that are by your kitchens usually, or bathrooms, or the 2-inch pipes are not available for the inspectors to inspect through. They usually have to have the bigger pipes that are 3 or 4 inches. So that can be a little bit more challenging if you don't have the proper cleanouts. Let's see. Most homes built in 2005 or newer don't have, are exempt. Condos and townhouses are also exempt. This is in the city of Morgan Hill for their certificates because they already have the newer pipes. Not the condos and townhouses don't. HOAs usually take care of that. So when you're buying a condominium or a townhouse in Morgan Hill, you want to make sure if the HOA is responsible for that or not. You're going to have to contact your HOA. But if you have a house built after 2005 in the city of Morgan Hill, it's automatically exempt because it does have the PVC pipes. That's what they're using right now, are plastic pipes. They're a lot more durable and they don't crack as easy as the stainless steel pipes or the cast iron pipes or the clay pipes. Again, according to the inspector, 69% of all the laterals that they inspect, not just in Morgan Hill, but they inspect other cities, fail because we do have a lot of aging pipes. So 69%, that's a really high number. The other thing too that they mentioned is that to replace, full replacement typically is going to be between $10,000 to $15,000 for a full replacement of the sewer lateral. If you're going to do a spot repair, it could be from $5,000 to $10,000 depending on what they're doing on that spot repair. So it might be better just to replace it. It can go higher than $15,000, all the way up to 30 in some cases, but it's usually areas that have a lot of hills, a lot of turnouts on their pipes, or not straight shots like we do see here in the, in city of San Jose in most homes, or they have to dig up the streets. In some areas, I believe he said in Castro Valley, there are some areas where you have to go, the homeowner is responsible for all the way to the street. And when that happens, it gets more expensive because it's out of your pocket. And you have to get special permits and use special contractors. You can't just use anyone. In the city of Morgan Hill, you do need to use a certified lateral inspector, and they also have to be a plumber. So you have to have that. You can't just use anyone in the city of Morgan Hill. In other cities in Santa Clara County, you can use a plumber. You can use anyone to do those inspections. The presenter was from Home Guard, and they do termite inspections at home inspections and roofs. And they also do these laterals inspections. They charge $295, or you can get it included if you do a bundle package. If you do the termite home inspection, they will also include either the roof or the lateral inspection for you. Let's see. I think that's all. They do it quickly within 3 days. There's a 3-day right of rescission when you sign a contract to do work on your home from home improvements. So they usually wait 3 days, and then they can do it quickly. Within 1 day, they can have your sewer line done. This is really important. We're going to see more and more of these repairs coming up. I've already known people who've replaced the sewers, and you'll know when they fail. When they fail, you'll start seeing accumulation around outside, smelly stuff around water, somewhere around your foundation. Or sometimes when there's a blockage, you're going to get all that back up into your sinks, into your tub, and it could be pretty smelly. And when that happens, you know your lateral has failed. So this is something that we're going to be looking out for. This is something people in Morgan Hill have to deal with. We may have to deal with it sooner or later in San Jose and other cities in Santa Clara County. There's other counties that you already have to deal with it, so I can see it happening. So it's better to be prepared. And if you do live in an area of an older home, something built in the 60s or older, it might be a really good idea to do these inspections as part of your due diligence, either as a buyer or as a seller if you're going to do the pre-marketing inspections. I'm going to recommend it to my clients. If you have any other questions about this, if you want that PDF file, once I get it, on whether your city or county is requiring these inspections, I'd be more than happy to send it to you. My number is 408-221-6602. That's my cell. My office is 408-270-9776. dfproperties5000@gmail.com. And thanks for listening. Share if you can. And I appreciate your time. Thanks.